Okay, it's weekly recap 29, I think. I don't know. I haven't looked. I think it's 29 though. We're doing artifacts this week because I decided to do artifacts this week. That's pretty much it. I just want to do artifacts because I want to get some improvements on characters because next week I have to start reattempting Abyss. I've been putting it off to get some character upgrades going and I want to stop putting it off. So, you know, we're gonna do that. As you can see, my connection is really wonky right now. It keeps jumping around for some reason. I don't know why that is, but
Thank you
we
for
don't care. If you didn't see the Monday video, which whatever, the place that I send my recordings after I record, so like where the footage goes, it's filling up. I had to delete a bunch of delete a bunch of recordings that I had. They were all old, like from videos ago, because I don't need to keep them, right? Once the video is turned into a video, I don't need to keep the raw footage aspect of it. So I just tossed it. I tossed a bunch. I didn't toss all of them. I just tossed multiple. So um that's fine. The I tossed like 18 weekly recaps, which each have 5 recording segments in them. So hopefully I won't have the problems for a while. But I don't know. That was just weird. That's the first time that's happened. I mean, it's always because 3 videos a week for almost a year now would rack up the footage like that. So yeah, soon I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to clean through my actual finished project, like my finished videos folder, to get some out of there. I need to probably get a hard drive to store them on, like externally, like move them all to a hard drive, and then ooh, move them all to a hard drive to get them off the PC. But it's whatever. That's for later. Let's see. I finished the event, the combat event that's going on. It was okay. I tried to get gold 2 stars on every thing, but I only managed to on 2 out of two of them because the other ones I just couldn't do with my characters. Like, my problem is that for characters like Varessa, I have one Varessa, and that's not saying I can't make another Varessa team, but I have one solid team that I play, and I don't really know other teams that you would play with Varessa. So it's a little bit of struggle. Varessa was fine in this one because I managed to do it, but like I'll just start showing an example. But like this Cloran's and especially Malvika's, and Yalan's, like these two were a struggle down here. Malvika's sucked because I just couldn't figure out what to do with this. So this is what I came up with, and it didn't do very well. So yeah, it wasn't great, but so I just gave up. I got all the premium gems, so it's not that big of a deal.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Like, I would have liked the more, considering I'm very poor right now, but it's fine. Theater updated, which is the video going out Monday. I know I said Night Rain, but I got distracted playing Night Rain and forgot to record Night Rain, so I need to buckle down and get some more crystal flies. I'm almost out again. Ginger damage bonus and Animo damage bonus. I'll keep that one. At least I almost got substats. Friday I plan on strongboxing a lot of artifacts again this week during weekly recap because I just feel like it'd be nice. We'll see if we can get some stuff. So we're just gonna be farming this domain the entire week except for Wednesday. Wednesday I went to farm some more weapon things. I went to farm Mavwika's weapon domain once and then go farm Eonson's because free weapon things. So I need those 2 weapons to level up. So they'll be nice to do that on Wednesday. If I remember, of course. I probably will forget, but yeah. That might be it. It's Goofy piece. I just realized that was attack. Hold on. This is actually something I want to look at. What is that? That was a goblet, right? I think it was an attack goblet. Yeah. What's our current one? ER crit rate. That is just a better goblet. Like, no matter what this rolls, this is probably just a better goblet. Like, yes, it's got flat attack, but that's better than, defense or something. This is literally just a better goblet. So I can give her an off piece somewhere else. And we're rolling crit in the holy. Hold on, we're taking this all the way up. One flat attack. That's not bad. Like, so now she's on 5-piece golden troop. So I could give her an off piece. What are we working with? That Sans is pretty good. Goblet's good. The circlet is an attack circlet. Does she want... What's her crit rate at the moment? That's the real question. 49. I could give her a crit rate circlet or a crit. I think I'd rather give her a crit damage circlet though. So we have an off-piece crit damage circlet somewhere. Are these sorted by crit damage? Yeah. I could take that from Gaming. I don't use Gaming, so that makes sense. Yeah, we'll just steal this from Gaming. That's all it says. We'll take that. Okay. Better Escoffier Goblet. That was nice. I'm glad I caught that.
Time to shine. My guiding stars.
I'm not. I was using an attack circlet just because I didn't have a crit damage circlet on set, and I didn't need the crit rate. I have enough crit rate on the Escoffier, so it's not a big deal. So I just was using an attack circlet, but now we're on crit damage, so she should do more damage. Who would have thunk? I've been watching the if you're at all into Soulsborne, like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, that type of space, you probably heard, and you watch YouTube content at least. If you probably know VaatiVidya, he pretty much makes the best videos about the lore. So I was watching a lot of his series called Prepare to Cry, which tells the stories of some of the characters or the events of the games. Very, very cool way. So I watched 3 of them. We're getting really close to finishing Fontaine's Reputation. I don't think it's this week, but it's probably in the next 2, I'd have to guess. Not including this one. So the one after the next one is probably where we're gonna end. Yeah, we need 700 more. But yeah, I've been playing Night Rain. Been loving Night Rain. Night Rain is so good. Like it has its problems. It has its problems, but it's not like game over, not game breaking or anything like that. It's obviously not as good as Elden Ring, but I didn't expect it to be as good as Elden Ring. Elden Ring is basically in its own class of oh, this guy wants 8 milk. I don't know if I have that many. But Elden Ring is basically in its own class of game, pretty much. And like, of course, Elden Ring is going to be better. Took years and years and years to make. Sorry, I'm tired. Oh, I do not want to play this, man. It took years and years and years to make. So, oh, I do have enough. And like, Night Rain is probably something that wasn't even thought about until after Shadow of the Erdtree came out, which was only a year or 2 ago. Like, of course, Night Rain is going to be worse than Elden Ring. I don't know who would have thought it would be better. It's still really good. If you're on PC or if you use Steam at all, and you go into the discussion section of Night Rain, it is so stupid. There were multiple people were talking about how the game's dead, even though the servers were down for maintenance, and it was, like midnight. I don't know. People are morons sometimes. I'm one with the cryo damage. That's not good. Luckily, most of the damage that I do comes from Hydra, so I don't really care. And she should realistically still get frozen, because that's how that works. Like, just because you're immune to the damage from freezing, from cryo, does not mean you're going to be immune to getting frozen. It'd be like you're immune, like you can be immune to the damage from fire, but you can still be lit on fire, right? It won't hurt you, but it'll light you on fire.
My guiding stars. Strike a pose. Let my name echo.
Silence. Let the mighty be humbled.
Robots invulnerable to Geo. That's fine. I don't have any Geo DPSs, so The only one I'd be interested in is Navia, and even then, it's like whatever. I'm not incredibly interested in Navia. I think she's a cool character, but yeah, we have like you know, the 20 days, however many, 15 days until the next patch, which is cool. I'm excited to see how Skirk does. Um, I'm still obviously I haven't really thought about Skirk at all recently, so
A little emotion. Let the world come alive. Not now. Don't be
but
scared.
you know, I'm excited to see how she does. Hopefully she's good, obviously. I still think saving for Sitlali is probably going to be the best choice, but you know, Skirk may end up being like the greatest character ever made in this video game. And I already have a Scofier, so it's not that much of a stretch to, you know, pull for, because I picked up a Scofier. I am so happy with Escoffier. It has been so much fun using Cryo again, because I know I talk about this a lot, but I used to use Cryo quite a lot. I would use Chung Yun with Barbara and freeze enemies, but I was specifically the reason I used Chung Yun instead of any other Cryo character was because he had a Claymore, so you could shatter the enemies you froze with the Cryo character who froze them, and that is just what I did. I don't really know why, but that's what happens. That's what was going on in 1.0. Nobody knew what the hell was happening, so we all just used the weirdest things ever.
Bow your head to the tides beckon.
I probably don't need to go all out in this guy. He's already dead. But whatever. Okay, that is reputation. Thank you. We're done with Fontaine next week. Oh wow. Holy shit. That's awesome. I'm so excited to get out of this place. You know, I love Fontaine, but like when you're here for multiple months doing the same thing over and over and over again, that's why I'm excited to move on to Natlan, because like, yes, it's going to be the same thing, but at least I have to go to the 6 different tribes and not just the same. Like if Natlan was, you just had to go to the Stadium of Flame to do reputation, I'd have the same complaints, but since we have to go to each individual tribe, maybe it'll be better. You know, hopefully it will. Yeah, anyway, that's weekly recap. I think that's everything. I hope that's everything, because I'm ending this video with this part. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Pride Month, by the way. I almost forgot that it was Tuesday today. I'm gonna be honest, but welcome back. It is actually Tuesday. Oh, look at that. We have 10 crystal fly, or yeah, we have 10 things left. Let's go. I definitely need to get more of those. I mean, I put this thing back down finally.
Add Astro.
So tomorrow we'll get more, but
Thank you.
I really wish the crystal fly trap gave you 25, which is, you know, 5 days worth, or realistically it should give you 35 for a full week's worth, and then you know, you basically completely self-sufficient. All right, what do we got? Nah. Oh, the joy of artifact farming. There also hasn't just been, there's been like nothing to read, nothing new to come out to read has been happened. I mean, this is old news, but solo leveling won anime of the year, which I don't think it deserved. Solo leveling is not that good. As somebody who's read it multiple times, I've not seen the anime, you know, but from what I've seen of people talking about the anime is worse than the manhwa. So, and I don't even think the manhwa is amazing.
A little emotion.
I think the manhwa is good, but it's got its problems, and it's not peak.
Bow your head.
It's not peak storytelling. There are so many manhwa that are better than solo leveling. One of them is called the Stellar Swordsman. That shit is so peak. I don't know. I don't think solo leveling deserved it. I think Frieren probably deserved it. I've not seen Frieren either, but from what I've seen of Frieren and from what I've heard people talk about, Frieren is really good, and I think it's hilarious. So I think Frieren probably deserved to win. Yeah, I'm not a solo leveling fan. I used to love it, but not anymore. I also refuse to read Ragnarok, which is the sequel to solo leveling. I have no interest in that. I feel like solo leveling should have just ended instead of going on with the Sunjin son. I think it's kind of stupid. What do we got? Not really anything great. I mean, that might be a, you know, that could maybe be a Escoffier piece, but I don't think you really need it. All right, well, that's Tuesday. Nothing else to do. Yeah, Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Wednesday time. We're back. Yeah. Bang. I do have 5 today. I don't know why, but I do. So we're doing weapon things again because it's Wednesday and I need to do weapon things for Malvika, and then I want to do Eonsan's weapon as well.
Thank you.
So I plan on doing just one run in
Add
Malvika's
after.
domain because I think that'll be enough. It should be enough. I don't know why it wouldn't be enough, but yeah. I have max resin because I needed to wait a little bit longer to record because the video going out today it was uploading and I didn't want a terrible connection while playing, so I had to wait for that to finish. But now we're here. Yeah, we're gonna do this real quick. It should be fine. It should be one single run, and then we should be able to craft 6, and then we should be able to be done. Hopefully. If not, that sucks. Because and then after this, we're going to do Eonsan weapon grinding because I need that as well. So Eonsan's weapon is only level 70. I believe hers is today. Yep. Same as Malvika's. So we just need to be able to craft one more. So I'm just going to spend 1 condensed resin and then check and see if I can craft it.
Is a flash.
And I should be able to.
Headbutt.
So
Look out below. Charge.
that's just how we're going to do this. So I haven't actually played Night Rain yet today because the video was uploading. It took like 4 hours. It got like halfway through uploading before it even gave me a time frame of when it would be done, which was crazy. You know, usually you start uploading a video, it goes through the first couple percent, and then it'll tell you like, oh, your video will be done uploading in an hour. And then, you know, so you just wait around for an hour. But it didn't tell me that until it was about 50% way through. Yep, 6 craftable. Okay, cool. On to Eonsan weapon, which is the weapon from that one event a while ago. We're just gonna spend the rest of the resin in here. So the video going out today is actually Night Rain, a Night Rain video. I actually remembered to sit down and record, so that was fun. I had a lot of fun with it, and I'm totally down to make more. I think that would be fun. So we'll see. I have been kind of loving playing it, so I might be, you know, distracted
Strike a pose.
by playing
Let
it.
the world collide. Not now. Hold. Mine to command.
Silence.
I've not done this domain in so long. What is happening? Have I even done this domain ever? I genuinely don't know. Okay, it's easy. We're good. I don't think I've ever been in this domain before. Or if I have, it's been like incredibly long. Yeah, there's a new event tomorrow, I think. I forgot to talk about. I can't look. I'll show you later. After I'm done farming. But I forgot to look at it yesterday
Time to shine.
while recording, so I'll do it today.
Stars.
I don't remember what it was because I didn't
Mighty be humble.
read it. I just saw that it's a new event. So nothing else has really been happening. I read something new finally, only on 15 chapters. I saw it on TikTok. So I typically get manhwa and manga recommendations off of TikTok, and usually they're new stuff. So they never have any chapters for me to read, and it's horrible, and I hate it. God, I wish manhwa came out more consistently. Like at least with artifact farming, there's a like, ooh, what am I gonna get? But with farming anything else from a domain, it's completely useless. Like there's no what am I gonna get? You're guaranteed to get what you need, which like it's a good thing that you can
Not now.
guaranteed get what you want, but still there's no fun in it, you know? I need my gambling fix. I only play this game for one reason, and that's gamble. Boom. I'm not gonna bother leveling them right now. I don't really care. Where even are we? Oh, we're on the Arkami Island. Okay. The 100% area that I have. What the? I don't know why that's red. Oh, yeah. Yashiori is also 100%. Yeah, that's from doing the Electroculus. Not recently, a couple months ago, I sat down and gathered them all because I needed to finally do that. So now I'm technically on to Dendroculus, even though I haven't done it at all. And I don't think I am because I have no idea if Arnara quest is required for it or not. So I don't think I'm going to worry about that for a while. But let's see, new event. The Border Brawl Fun Co-op Crossover Challenges. Okay, it's people versus Saurians. Okay, so it's just a co-op event. That seems fun. Anyway, that's Wednesday. See you tomorrow. We've got like 30 seconds before this much time before my resin is back. So I just want to yap for a second. Have you been noticing that YouTube ads have been getting absolutely horrendous recently? Like, they are so bad, even on desktop, right? Like on TV, on the TV app, they are horrible, but they've been horrible for quite a while. But even on desktop and on mobile, they are just getting so goddamn awful. And I don't see how this is a good thing. Like, I don't see how this is a positive thing for YouTube. Like, yes, more ads, more money, whatever, but these ads are literally just going to drive people away from the platform. Even though there is going to be a successful YouTube alternative in the future, probably, because if these ads don't change, it is insane to me, especially when the ads are the most deplorable shit ever. I have seen so many borderline porn ads recently that I'm surprised that like they make it onto YouTube. It is so bad. So, and the fact that they're making ad blockers completely not work anymore doesn't help, right? The reason people use ad blockers is because the ads are predatory. If you don't make predatory ads, people would have no reason to use an ad blocker, right? So I don't understand, right? Like I understand the point that creators need to have ads to make money. That's how it works. But there are just way too many. There are just way too many. Anyway, weekly recap. It's Thursday now. Yeah, it's just been bothering me. So I had to yap about it. Let's see. Today we are doing artifacts once again. I forgot the name. Oh, wrong button. I forgot I need to go here. We're doing artifacts once again because I have nothing better to do. So yeah, new event. Obviously, I might save that though. I just don't feel like touching it right now. I haven't actually done anything today. I've been up for like 11 hours. I haven't actually done anything. It's been, I don't know. I just feel kind of like shit. So, but we'll see. I got sucked into well, not really sucked into, but I've been watching a lot of YouTube stuff about AI, and I think there's two paths forward. I think AI is either going to fizzle out and die because it's too expensive to maintain, or it's going to completely take over and the world is going to end. So yeah, I mean, I've talked about my stance on generative AI before. I despise it. I think it is one of the worst things to ever happen, ever, in terms of creativity. Not like war or whatever, but like in terms of creativity, I think it's going to be one of the worst things to ever happen. And it sucks. So I was watching Film Theory, which, if you don't know, is the sister channel of Game Theory, where they talk about movies, TV, independent, like created video series on YouTube and stuff like that. And there's this one, I stopped watching the video because I couldn't handle it, but there's this one like AI or like this analog horror series that was generated, where a lot of the imagery was generated by AI, and I couldn't watch the video because I just didn't want to watch the video. But they made it, the Film Theory, they made another video talking about AI specifically, and it wasn't like a theory, right? It was a sit down talk on a couch thing, and it made a lot of nice points. I still think they shouldn't have talked about the series anyway, because it's just promoting, like, it's just rewarding the use of AI, you know, and stuff like that. But it was nice. And then I started watching Lavender Town, who's an artist on the here YouTube. If you're into the community, you probably know about her. She had a couple videos on this tool where you can poison your artwork. If you're an artist, you can poison your artwork to make it so the AI that scrapes art and steals it to use as references will then see something different than what's actually drawn. So if you're uploading art to the internet, it's a very good thing to use to keep your art from, you know, forwarding the stealing of artists. I mean, obviously it just shouldn't happen anyway, but I don't know. I feel like AI is going to be the downfall of society if it gets any better than it is, which it probably will. I don't know. I just don't see a bright future because it's like I don't understand why people want to replace human creativity. Like AI is something that should be used to like detect diseases in the earlier stages so that you can save more lives, or like assist with work so that, you know, you're not like, I mean like job work, so that you're not you know, like filling out like a spreadsheet or something, so that you're not wasting 12 hours of your life, or 8 hours a day of your life sitting at a desk doing nothing. But it shouldn't replace the human side of creativity, you know? It's just, man, I don't see it becoming. So I don't see it being a good thing. Yeah, we take that. And it's weird. I'm not even an artist. Like I don't do the art. I was interested in drawing for a while, but I never truly got into it. Yeah, I'm still kind of interested in drawing, but I've never truly gotten into it. And I think that stems more from, I really want to learn how to like, I really wanted to learn how to draw, but it was the drawing the bad stuff, like being bad at drawing made me not want to draw, you know? Like I wanted to be good at drawing, but I didn't want to draw bad to get good, you know? That's just that's what that was. So I'm not even an artist, and I still despise it. Anything that uses AI that comes up on my feed on like TikTok or anything, I block immediately. Like I will not support it in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, I just refuse. And it sucks because it is going to get made big thing, and I get so many ads on YouTube about it too, like Copilot and shit like that. I don't care, man. I don't want your AI slop to be fed to me even harder. So yeah, bit of a downer segment, but who cares? It's just that's how it be sometimes. Well, that's Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna continue putting off my farming for basic materials, aka crystal flies, for longer. Goodbye. Okay, it's Friday. Weekly bosses, artifacts, and that's it, I think. Let's see. I do only have 160 resin, but I have 2 of these because they expire in 2 days, and they're both 60, so I might as well just use them all. So we're just gonna use this. Might as well. So we're going to do weekly bosses, of course. We're going to do artifacts, and I know I said I was gonna strongbox some today, but I don't actually feel like it. I think I'm gonna save that for whatever happens with the theater video. You know, if I fail, if I win, it all depends. So I think we're going to save that for whatever it ends up being, the theater video. I don't know what I'm going to do next week during weekly recap. Probably just more artifacts. You know what, we're going to see if this team works. I guess. I haven't actually ever tried this team, so maybe this is going to be horrible.
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled!
Yeah, this is not looking very good.
Don't be scared.
The tides beckon.
Okay, well that's not too bad. I did get very lucky.
Bow your head.
You know, I would hope so. That's in the namesake. So.
Let the world come out. My guiding stars. Stars, shut.
This is not going too bad.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Goose on the loose. The night is cold. Don't be scared.
okay. This is probably gonna suck.
Be sanctified.
A little amuse boost. Let the world collide. The pinnacle of excellence.
Yep. That did not work.
The time beckons.
Just quickly iframe through that.
Up to the freezer. Oh, learn to command. Let my name echo in song.
Oh,
Cha-za.
kind of forget he leaves stuff on the floor that hurts. Come back. Get over here. He's literally just standing on the fucking... I literally just can't hit him. Also, Farina's things aren't doing anything.
Goose on the loose.
There we go. That was so painful right at the end. Well, whatever. Let's see. 2. Death percent Goblin. Amazing. And nothing else. Cool. All right, on to Sumeru guy whose name I can never remember. I recently reread a manhwa that just recently came back. Finally, thank God. It's called Childhood Friend of Zenith, and it's really good. It's a good cultivation manhwa. So, you know, that was nice to get to read it again.
Not now. Don't be scared.
Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled.
I'm glad it came back. It was really good, so I reread it. Had a lot of fun.
Past.
Man, will you shut up? Yeah. Can I skip this? Yeah. I don't need to watch that every time. Oh, look, we get all our verse back. Let's go.
A dash of strike a pose. Let the world come alive. My guiding stars. Hold. My
The tides beckon.
Okay, this is it.
I can't
Yay.
lose it all again.
Man, that fight is kind of boring. 2 and a dream solvent. And this artifact I forgot to look at. There we go. 2 drops and a dream solvent. That's okay, I guess. Could be better, could be worse. So, Arlecchino time. I need health though. Again, apparently we're just gonna be using Nouvele's team this entire time. But that's fine. I don't particularly care.
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage
Wrong
to
character.
be afraid?
Well,
With
whatever.
these rising flames! Closer now.
Holy connection problems. What is going on?
Is it my turn now?
don't be scared. Time to shine.
Let the mighty be humbled.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Off to the freeze. Not now.
There we go.
Is it my turn now?
His charge attack finally registers as a charge attack.
A burst of flavor. Stars, shine for me.
Be sanctified.
How amazing. Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
Okay, she should be dead now. Second phase time. Yep, there we go. Skip the thing. She dives immediately.
all that remains.
Cole, learn to command.
Bow your head. The tides beckon. Settle down.
Son, this is only the beginning.
The night is cold. Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song.
There we go. I barely switched to new one in time for that charge to take. Ooh, 3 of the same, and that's the one we need too, but we didn't get anything else. Okay, time to go condense resin and do the other thing that I need to do, artifacts. That's it. Yeah, I'm sorry if yesterday's segment was a little bit of a downer. I was editing it and I realized I yapped the entire time about one topic and didn't do anything else. So, but what can you do? That's what I was thinking about. So I've been playing Cookie Clicker on my, on a browser. I don't own the game. I would, but it's $5 whole, and I don't I don't have that kind of capital. Oh yeah, the 5.7 live stream is happening right now. Actually, I saw the notification for premiering, or I don't know if it was the live stream or the video, but something about 5.7 is happening. I saw the premiere in my notifications before I started recording, so that's cool. I don't know. I don't typically check live streams. I don't tune in. I don't particularly care. Yeah, it doesn't bother me none. So I'll just wait until it's actually in the game to start caring about it, Okay, still not really anything. I mean, that probably is something I should lock, but I don't really care. I don't know, my locking has been really lacking lately. It doesn't really matter though. I have so many artifacts. Oops. I did not mean to do that. I didn't even know you could do that. I thought there would be an invisible wall. I literally didn't know that you could fall off the arena in this thing. Ooh, that's a 4-line with okay stuff. I guess that's a crit rate with not really anything. I think that's our last one. Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna spend my 20 other resin. I'm not gonna bother. I don't feel like doing a run for a single artifact. So death percent. Sure, that's got EM on it. Why not? Okay. Well, that's weekly recap 29. Tomorrow's going to be, or next week's going to make 30 weeks of doing this. I honestly almost thought that meant a month, but no. That's 4 weeks is a month. It's 30 days that makes a month. But yeah, not going to bother strongboxing the artifacts right now. I don't particularly want to, so I'll save that for later. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next week for whatever's happening. Probably a video on the new event that I haven't touched yet, and then something else. But I'll see you then. Goodbye. Happy Pride Month.